Hey y'all, what's up? Now look, I know in my last video I said that firing Karl Smesko might be an overreaction, but I take back everything I said. Karl Smesko, aka Tom Thibodeau's strongest soldier, needs to be fired. He is ruining the Atlanta dream. I started off my last video with this and I'm gonna do it again. Why is he not playing Medina Okai? I don't understand it. She was starting and she still only played 22 minutes. Even with Angel out and really no real center competition, she only played 22 minutes. And Sika Kone was in foul trouble pretty much the entire second half. And she barely even played in the second half. And keep in mind, she is the only starter that played less than 30 minutes. And it's not like she was doing bad. She was the second leading scorer of the game with 19 points. Only person ahead of her was Alicia Gray with 20 points. And she played 31 minutes. Like, I just don't understand it. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Why does he not use the bench? I just don't understand it. Why are starters playing 30 minutes a game? And even when he does use the bench, it just doesn't make sense. The Dream just put India Navarre on a developmental contract, and he wasted one of her games just to play her for 1 minute. He did the same thing with Wnba. She came in, played 2 minutes, never to be seen again. I also did the same thing with Pau Pau. She came in for 6 minutes. She made a 3, and then just never to be seen again. And even when he does give bench players the real minutes, it still doesn't make sense. Like I said, Sika Kone was in foul trouble pretty much the entire second half. She shot 3 for 8 and still played 17 minutes. Same thing with Izzy Borlace. In 18 minutes, she scored 4 points and shot 1 for 5 from the field. And also, but this man is allergic to calling timeouts. They called 1 timeout the entirety of the first 3 quarters. In that game, in that close of the game, there's no reason for you to have 4 timeouts going into the 4th. And this is the last thing I want to say. Hey, Karl, you're probably not watching this, but if you is, stop shooting threes, bro. Please. Please, can we scheme something else? Please. Like, the Dream aren't even living and dying by the 3. We're just actively hurting ourselves by shooting this many threes. And not only can we not shoot threes, but we can't defend the 3. Like, look, I love Ryan, but she just went and ghosted this game. I mean, what Drake said, wrong. Where's she at? Because I did not see her yesterday. She ended up only having 10 points and she shot 2 for 8 from 3. And the one time she actually drove from a layup, it was like 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. And she made the shot. Like, where was that the rest of the game? She had 0 points coming to halftime. Then she made like 2 threes in the 3rd. And then where's she at? Like where did she go? Like, Karl, for real, are you allergic to letting the team shoot immediate every now and then? The only person that's I really seen to like a mid-range is Alicia. Shot her. Like I said, she was the leading scorer of 20 points. But even she was still chucking up threes. She shot 1 for 6 from 3. And she shot 8 for 18 in total. So if you take away the threes, she shoots 7 for 12. One thing I will say is the free throw shooting was much better this game. He shot 18 for 19 from 3, with the exception of Jordan Canada, who shot 2 for 5. Speaking of Jordan Canada, let's circle back to the game plan. Because Jordan Canada, even when she was driving, she would get 2 feet in the paint and pass the ball. And granted, she did have 12 assists yesterday, but still, I mean, and that's another thing with the offense. Unless we're in transition, we can just not score at all. The half-court offense looks terrible. Like, would it kill us to run a pick and roll? Just one. I'd like to see one, please. Like, it feels like we have no plays drawn up to get points in the paint. I know we ran a couple pick and rolls with Nas, but besides that, the game plan just feels like ISO ball for Jordan Canada, Alicia Gray, and Ryan Howard. And now look, I do know Angel Reese was out, but still, I mean, the team just looked lost yesterday. And like I said, there was virtually no competition for Medina Okai. Why did she only play 22 minutes? Angel was out. This was her time to shine. And Karl just said, nah, like Medina easily should have gotten at least 28 minutes. Especially considering all the rest of the starters got 30 plus minutes. But anyways, like I said, after watching this game versus Plymouth Fire, I truly believe that Karl Smesko needs to be fired. Like I said, he is Tom Thibodeau's strongest soldier. He will not use the bench whatsoever. Look what just happened with the Knicks. They got rid of Tom Thibodeau, Mike Brown, who actually uses the bench. They just won the finals. Now look, I do know we are all the way halfway through the season and the Dream are making a playoff push, but still, I really, they need to fire him, to be honest. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. Peace.